Hello everyone, welcome back to Hougan. Today, we're discussing one of the biggest predictions about Bitcoin's future. Bitwise Chief Investment Officer Matt Hougan believes the next Bitcoin cycle will be very different from previous ones. According to him, strategy, formerly known as MicroStrategy, will become a less important Bitcoin buyer, while banks, pension funds, and sovereign wealth funds will drive the next wave of demand. If this prediction comes true, Bitcoin could be entering a completely new era of institutional adoption. But why does Matt Hougan believe this? What has changed? And could Bitcoin reach new all-time highs because of institutional demand? Let's find out. The statement. Matt Hougan recently stated that strategy will likely play a smaller role in the next Bitcoin cycle. This doesn't mean strategy will stop buying Bitcoin. Instead, he believes much larger financial institutions will enter the market. In previous years, whenever strategy bought Bitcoin, it dominated crypto headlines. Now, Hougan believes the market is becoming much bigger than any single company. The next wave of demand may come from institutions managing trillions of dollars. Why? Strategy became famous. Strategy became one of the world's largest corporate Bitcoin holders under Michael Saylor. Instead of holding cash, the company continuously purchased Bitcoin. Its strategy inspired many investors and corporations. For years, every Bitcoin purchase by strategy was considered major market news. The company helped build confidence in Bitcoin as a treasury asset. However, Bitcoin adoption has evolved. Today, many other institutions are entering the space. Why banks could become major buyers? Banks have traditionally stayed away from cryptocurrencies because of regulatory uncertainty. But things are changing rapidly. Governments are introducing clearer crypto regulations. Bitcoin ETFs have opened new investment opportunities. Large financial institutions now have secure custody solutions. As regulations improve, banks may begin offering Bitcoin investment products to millions of customers. Even a small percentage allocation could result in billions of dollars flowing into Bitcoin. Pension funds manage retirement savings for millions of people. Globally, they control trillions of dollars. Historically, these funds invested in stocks, bonds, and real estate. Now, some pension managers are considering Bitcoin as a long-term diversification asset. Imagine if large pension funds allocated just 1% of their portfolios to Bitcoin. That alone could create enormous buying pressure. This is one reason why many analysts are optimistic about Bitcoin's future. Perhaps the biggest opportunity comes from sovereign wealth funds. These are government-owned investment funds managing national wealth. Countries like Norway, the United Arab Emirates, Singapore, and Saudi Arabia oversee trillions of dollars in assets. If even a few sovereign wealth funds begin adding Bitcoin to their portfolios, the impact could be historic. Unlike short-term traders, these investors usually hold assets for many years. That could strengthen Bitcoin's long-term stability. What this means for Bitcoin. If Matt Hougan's prediction proves correct, Bitcoin's investor base will become much broader. Instead of relying heavily on one corporate buyer, demand would come from banks, pension funds, sovereign wealth funds, asset managers, insurance companies, family offices. This diversification could reduce Bitcoin's dependence on any single investor and create a healthier market. More institutional participation may also increase liquidity and improve long-term confidence. So what can we learn from Matt Hougan's prediction? First, strategy is expected to remain an important Bitcoin holder. However, according to Hougan, its influence may become smaller as larger institutions enter the market. Second, banks, pension funds, and sovereign wealth funds could become the biggest drivers of Bitcoin demand over the coming years. Finally, this is still a prediction, not a guarantee. Investors should always conduct their own research before making financial decisions. What do you think? Will banks and governments become Bitcoin's next biggest buyers? Or will strategy continue leading the way? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more Bitcoin, crypto, and financial market updates. Thanks for watching Hougan. See you in the next video.